West Ham are currently in the process of trying to lease a new plot of land in East London, but the big question is why? Earlier this week, 6 people, I know, it doesn't sound much, does it? 6 people whoop-to-do, but it is, when you think about it. 6 individual people took the time and effort to email us about this one specific subject, suggesting that we look into it, we turn our attentions to it, maybe it's just something we'd like to know. Some suggested that we need to cover this in a video. So I started to look into it, but very quickly I found myself jumping to assumptions. And that's never a good thing. You miss things out, you get things wrong. So, in order to not assume, I caught up with Andy from Bealonians Football Club, who are impacted by West Ham potentially leasing this plot of land. Now, admittedly, this is not the best interview I've ever done. However, I like to think we'll get the 2 most important questions covered when I speak to Andy. Number 1, why? Why are West Ham wanting to lease this? What does it mean for West Ham? How do they benefit? And question number 2 is, what's the repercussions of West Ham leasing this plot of land? What does it mean for the current entities that are currently using this playing field? Both of those questions are answered. Now, out of the 6 people that emailed us, 5 of them included a link to a petition. I've done just the same. If you go in the description below or the pinned comments, the petition is there. Because there's a slight conflict here. On one hand, we're West Ham fans. We want the best for West Ham United. But on the other hand, there's grassroots football. At some point, I'm pretty sure the majority of it, if not nearly all of us watching this video right now, have either been involved in it in some form, whether it's coaching, whether it's playing in it, whether you're a parent of a child that's gone to grassroots football. It's a crucial part of the football pyramid in England. Is that at risk? Well, that's for you to decide. But anyway, here's what Andy had to say.
What's happening currently is that, to our knowledge, West Ham's academy ground at Little Heath is wanted by the London Borough of Redbridge for their housing development on the Billet Road site. I believe that's to provide access roads, etc., and develop that area. And what Redbridge have done is offered West Ham their grounds that are currently without a lease, one of which is ours. And to our knowledge, West Ham have decided that they would like the ground that Bealonians currently occupy.
And what ground is that specifically for those watching?
We're based on the border of Hainault and Barkingside, at a place called Jack Carter Pavilion. It's part of the Oakfield playing field site. We're not the only occupiers there. There's Redbridge Sports Centre and our neighbours Old Parkonians.
So how many football teams roughly currently play at Oakfields?
So our own club operate 39 football teams. We've got 29 youth teams going through the full age range of 5-year-olds through to under 18s, and then we operate 8 open age men teams and 2 veterans teams. So the success of the club has been really from an old boys club in the past, associated to grammar schools, etc., evolving now as an open club. And over the last 20 years, as our youth section has built, that's enabled people to carry on playing into adulthood, where they can carry on there. And really, sort of the best part of 60% of our members now in the adult section at some point in the past played in our youth section.
Perfect. And there's not only football that's involved there either, is it?
No, it's not only football. We manage and operate 2 cricket squares, and there's 5 cricket clubs. Sort of area around us is a hotbed of Southeast Asian cricketers who passionately use the site through the summer months. And then the pavilion itself provides a social hub, not only for ourselves for hospitality post-football, but also for the community, for various celebrations and local businesses having meetings, etc. during the day.
Now, one of the emails that we got, which you're aware of, I'll keep his name out of it. His job is at risk, if you like, that if West Ham were to take this over and use were to get kicked out. But within that email, he stated that, you know, like you said, nobody's leasing the park at the minute. However, is it fair to say that you were given some sort of assurances from the council that eventually the lease would be yours? And as a result of that, you've, as a football club, applied quite a lot of money and time and effort into this site.
Yeah, that's broadly correct. So if we roll back to, we've been tenants of the previous leaseholder, which was Frimford. since 2012, and we've been on the site since 2004, I think. From there, when we knew that Brentford were going to terminate their lease, we've been in contact with the council to say we're more than willing to take it on and to move it forward. We eventually, when the lease ceased on the 31st of March 2020, we got an email from them on the 4th of April asking us to look after it. You got to remember everything was closed down at this point due to the COVID pandemic. And we duly did that, and subsequently they offered us, we started lease negotiations with a draft lease. Those negotiations were progressing, albeit relatively slowly. And then in the summer of 2021, we received a phone call to say they had other interested parties. They were ceasing lease negotiations, and their preferred tenant would be West Ham United. Following from that, I think they realised they hadn't done due process. So in May this year, they advertised the site along with a couple of other sites in Redbridge for lease, of which we duly applied. And we found out last week that, lo and behold, the answer they come up after the process was that West Ham were the appropriate proposed tenant.
So, if West Ham do go ahead and get the lease for this site, what does that mean for your football club and all the others that currently use this playing field?
The honest answer to that is we don't know. The council say they will look after us. Exactly what that means, we don't know. A club our size is not easily located. We're not readily aware of anywhere in the vicinity that would be able to house us, and also with the facilities that the level of facilities we currently look after and maintain, and that the members enjoy.
And West Ham, what do you believe West Ham require this site for? Has there been even if it's just sort of what you've heard on the grapevine, if you like, rather than factual?
So it's academy football, because the Little Heath site is one of the sites for West Ham Academy. Academy sites, fair enough, is all for the progression of elite footballers. We're not in any way trying to stop that. But elite footballers come from grassroots football. They start at that level. If you start to take away that level and children can't play, then eventually you kill the academies.
So then, just the Little Heath site as well, and that's so. If West Ham get this, it's that the council will then redevelop on the Little Heath site, which is West Ham currently.
Yeah, West Ham currently own the freehold of their own site at Little Heath, so we're not sure what the actual way forward is, whether West Ham sell directly to a developer or it goes to the council will then sell it on. Follow the money trail, and we'll find out. But that's not in the public domain at this moment in time.
As a result of this, there's a petition. This is one of the things we got emailed. Everybody that emailed us pretty much included this petition. I tell people where they can find it. Don't worry about where they can find it. But what's it for? What is the aim of the petition?
So the aim of the petition really is partly around raising awareness of the challenge we're facing. Grassroots football is constantly under a lot of pressure, not just here, but right across the country, with the quality of facilities and what can be provided. Greenbelt land is always under threat in different ways. So the petition really is raising awareness of our particular issue, and that in a way, by doing that, then we hope we start to generate some media interest, and with that interest and everything that comes with it, starts to put pressure onto both the politicians and hopefully to get more eyes on West Ham. Why are they looking to displace such a large grassroots club that's such a valuable part of the community?
If you wish to sign a petition at home to help them to try and save grassroots football and like Andy just said, get the eyes on it, there is a link in the description and pinned comments of this video. Just scroll down, click it, load up the petition, and that's where you can get involved. Andy, you've spoken quite a lot about what it means for the playing field, what it means for the football club. But what about yourself personally? Because obviously you're very heavily involved in the football club. A lot of time and money, effort goes into this. And it's something you'll never get back out. What you put into this club, you won't get back out at grassroots level. That's what you do. So as you, Andy, how does it make you feel?
It's very challenging. We're kind of been really enthusiastic. We're a success story, undoubtedly, with the amount of teams. We've been recognised by our county FA, which is the AFA, as Grassroots Club of the Year back in 2021. It's enormous satisfaction of what you can get from volunteering, and people volunteer in all sorts of different ways and different things that they do. And if you are a volunteer and you can see this and success, you also have a passion for your sport, whatever that may be. In our case, both of us, it's football, and you want to enjoy that and the camaraderie you get from that environment and everything else that goes with it. I mean, Essex FA recently, over the years, have done some reports for their largest clubs. They estimate we contribute over £800,000 of social value to the local community on an annual basis. That would be a huge loss.
Yeah. It feels a little bit. Does it feel a little bit like David versus Goliath here?
Well, it is to some extent. Obviously West Ham are a Premier League club with a global reach because of the power of the Premier League, and obviously do have vastly more financial resources than we have. However, we do have one slight point. We are a bigger club than West Ham on the playing side with 39 teams. So we are massive in our own right, but maybe not as not in a different sort of sphere to what West Ham are.
Have West Ham contacted your football club or vice versa?
No, we did reach out to them when we first heard about this back in 2021, without response.
Who did you reach out to, can I ask? Was it like a general email address or?
Yeah, I emailed the General Secretary. We did get a name of somebody in the academy who was apparently working on this. So it would indicate that plans have been worked on for a period of time, but we never got a response to our email at that time.
Well, Andy, listen, thank you for giving up your time and popping on. I wish you the best of luck. At the end of the day, I'd imagine 90% of people that have watched this video have been involved in grassroots football of some sort. And obviously, as a West Ham fan, I want to see West Ham do well, but do I want to see West Ham do well, succeed and progress at the cost of grassroots football? Absolutely not. And so I genuinely wish you the utmost success with this, and I hope your petition goes well, and I hope some people watching this get involved with the petition and help you raise awareness. And good luck, really. I know it's not really much to offer except words of support, but
it's greatly appreciated. We appreciate you taking time to come and talk to us to hear our side of the story. And if your viewers can sign our petition, share it with their family, friends, it all helps us to hopefully continue to make a difference in the local community, and for young people and older people to enjoy their football and cricket.
Well, there you go. If you at home have enjoyed this video, please do drop a like on it. The link to the petition is in the description and the pinned comments underneath. It's easy to find. Just scroll underneath the video, check the video description. If you can't do that, keep scrolling to the comment section. The very top comment posted by Hammers Chat. It's there. The link is there. Just click it and get involved in the petition. Show Andy and everybody else involved at this football club all your support. And like I said, best of luck, and I'll catch you on the next video.